I'll start recording, and there we go. Hello, chat. How are you all doing today? Are you ready to do some Pokemon types? So,
Yeah.
congrats on being first, Magic. I think you
What the
are
hell?
mostly correct with your. You predicted that most of them will have one easy type and then a couple debatable ones. I feel
Yeah.
like the first one on the list is gonna be a fairly tough one to do though, because we've got Bash, and I think overall, I think the Earth Skylanders are gonna be difficult to decide if they're rock or ground type.
I mean, they could
um,
do the Rhyhorn and be both, but I think
True.
ground maybe. Looking at.
Yeah, but Bash is also a dragon, so he could also be dragon type.
Garchomp. Garchomp style.
Yeah, do you want to go? Okay, do you think ground dragon or rock?
Yeah,
Mm,
ground definitely first.
yeah, I think so.
I feel like when you like with Pokemon, the way they do the types normally is whatever one it looks first is the first type, if you will. And I think
Now,
that means it should be ground.
okay, Boomer is a bit of an interesting one. Um, I think based on the precedent set by Pokemon, I think he'd be a fairy type, right? Does he not give impidimp vibes?
Not as strongly, to be honest. It's more I'm not even sure what Pokemon I'm trying to think of that gives it kind of unique enough. I feel like fire type almost, just because, or electric even, because a lot of Pokemon that know explosion and or like moves that blow up are electric or or can be electric at least.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. Um, Gosh, I think this one is a really tough one because he's just a troll that throws explosives. None of that really screams Pokemon type.
I feel like fire type purely just because of explosion stuff, like being all fiery.
Yeah,
But
and then
um,
I honestly think fairy as just because he's like
fire fairy.
trolls are fey. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
can
think
see that.
it's a fairly unique type. Like, what five
Is
fairy
there a
types
fire
are there?
fairy? I don't think there is. Is there one? Hang on, we'll find out.
No,
Is it brand new? I think.
this is a unique typing. Huh.
Hmm, that's
Well
cool.
done us. Done it by accident. Okay, camo. I think this camo is pretty easy. It's a grass dragon, right?
Yeah, I reckon grass first again. A bit
Yeah.
like Ash, because it's the similar vibes. I think the same with like Spyro, for example, and that kind of thing. They'll all be like dragon second.
Dragons.
Chop Chop, I reckon. Sorry.
You think dragon? You think Spyro will be dragon second? I feel like Spyro would be dragon first.
Maybe, but I meant just like in general, the dragon, the lizard
Yeah, I think
dragon-like
for the
ones.
most part. Yeah.
Yeah. Chop Chop, I think Ghost fits first, and then Steel. I don't know if there's really any
I don't
rebuttal
think
to that.
that's. I mean, bone Pokemon are often ground type, but I
Ghost though,
I
because
think you
it's an
just get ground
undead
type
warrior.
moves. Yeah.
I feel like it. I feel like you could almost, if Pokemon had three types, he'd actually be Ghost Steel fighting. I
Yeah.
think not even ground.
Cinder. Cinder Ghost Dragon or Dragon Ghost is really the debate.
Ghost Ghost Dragon.
Ghost Dragon? I feel like she could.
Yeah.
Oh, electric though. She shoots like the lightning.
I think Dragon's definite.
Oh
That's kind
yeah.
of a given.
I think we should give her Dragon as a primary typing because I feel like
Mm,
specifically
A
with
lot of
Spyro and Cinder, they are primarily dragons, and the other type they're given is secondary.
I feel like you could do Ghost, or you could just leave her Dragon, and that she just learns electric moves, because
Yeah,
Dragon tends to have just a big coverage.
I agree with that.
I've never seen someone spell Ghost like that, but...
Don't worry about it. Okay, Dynarang. This one I'm
By the way,
definitely
how many-
ground.
Because they're all together, how many are there in total, by the way? I don't know if you can see the bottom without having... I feel bad now for... How far have we got?
160.
106. So, like, almost Gen 1. Except for fairy
A bit
types.
more in Gen 1.
Like, hang on, what was it? The explosion, I'm blanking on his name now. Boomer. Even. He's gonna have about... He's gonna be good against, like, half of the Skylanders if they're all dragon type.
There are a lot of dragons.
Dynarang. Rock maybe, because like his good.
He
like,
does
his
throw
boom-
things.
Yeah, that's what I was
Which
thinking.
makes
Like
me
rock
think rock more than
throw,
ground.
almost. Yeah,
But
I feel like you. I
with
don't know if
his
it's a
tough
set
armor, I also feel like ground fits.
He could be rock ground. I really do hope there are enough to get one monotype for each, because I feel like it's not.
I think we could get a I think we could get a monotype right here.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I don't know what double trouble is other than psychic.
He could be a psychic fairy, but not really.
Yeah.
But I reckon just psychic.
Alright. Drill Sergeant is very clearly steel, but do we also give him electric? He shoots like little electro balls, so I think electric is fair to give him. More so than a lot of the other robots, Skylanders.
Yeah, and now we have another dragon.
Oh, hold on. I would like to change.
That is a very bright.
Yeah, I would like to...
Are you sure you want to confirm American, like, Fanta Sprite looking colours?
Font color black. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Dragon Steel? Or Steel Dragon?
No, start with steel, I think. Like most dragon types.
Because Drobot can't flat. Eruptor, I think. Fire Rock?
I was going to say mono, but...
I think Flame Slinger could be fire normal.
Yeah. Fire normal works.
Ghost Roaster.
Just ghost?
Maybe. I can't. I mean, maybe
I'm gonna
steel,
disclose...
but I think just give him steel coverage.
I'm going to disclose now that I've played most of the Skylander games, but my knowledge isn't going to be as good as yours. Just as a disclaimer, if this gets in the video or whatever.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm here for my Pokemon knowledge.
Yeah. What do you think, Gilgrunt? Water Steel?
Maybe even just water, but I don't know.
I think the fact that he uses Harpoon. You think maybe his Supercharger variant would be Steel type?
Yeah, or also his one from Trap Team makes me think just pure water.
Okay. Yeah, we'll leave him as water.
Maybe
Hex.
you were right when you said about his Supercharge though. I reckon that would be thingy.
Alright.
Ghost Psychic, maybe Ghost Dark even.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's go dark. Okay, now Igniter. Oh wait.
Would there be a way of seeing like how many of each type there are at the end? Because I reckon there's. I feel like dragons are easily the most common, but I don't know what after that.
I could possibly figure out a way, but I'm not very good at Excel.
Okay. I reckon
Igniter's
Steel
interesting.
Fire. But
see, now
fire
that
first.
is I
a
think this
given.
is the Delmire's logic magic.
What, 3 types or?
Nah, because yeah, well, Delmire's is a fire. Sorry, not fire. It's a grass ghost type, even though it's an anchor.
Hmm.
Because the Delmire's, the Pokemon, is the kelp.
Right.
Ignitor, I think, is a fire spirit who has inhabited a steel armor. So I think
Okay.
I
Fairy?
I was thinking fire ghost, but maybe
Oh. So sometimes
definitely
fairy is
fire.
fairy's given to like spirits. Oh no. What's it? Spiritomb. Never mind. Yeah, ghost maybe. I think go.
Yeah, a
But
fire
obviously
spirit
they.
Night Skylander.
I reckon that they'd learn a lot of steel moves though.
Yeah, and he can have the ability Steel Worker, which gives him stab on steel type moves.
Hmm.
Okay, Lightning Rod.
Electric flying. Electric
Yeah.
flying.
Electric. Oh, why has that not worked? That's upsetting.
Because you didn't set it as the default. You only set it for that one, I think. But I don't know how you changed that.
Oh, I know why it hasn't worked.
Is it the
That's
top
why.
right you have to do it
It's
in?
because I need to select every single cell.
Excel spreadsheet learning on the go.
Okay,
Looking at the
hopefully
next
that should
3,
fix the issue.
try typing it in try typing it in there and see if it fixes.
It did.
Okay.
Okay.
Round rock?
Definitely rock. I think. Okay, I'm thinking about Pokemon. Prison Break is a very much light-based Skylander, right? So think like Necrozma is a prism.
No, but so is Carbink. I was thinking gemstones.
True, but he is Prism Break, right? Carbink is a gemstone, which is rock, but he specifically manipulates light, and the psychic type tends to be the light type in Pokemon. Sometimes fairy as well, but I think psychic or
rock
fairy.
or pure rock?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
We could leave him as pure rock, maybe.
I want to try and have a mono.
Yeah. I think Slam could be mono ice.
I was going to say ice fighting, but that works
too. Yeah, no, actually I like that. We don't have... There are going to be a lot of fighting types, but so far we haven't done too many, so I'm okay with...
Sonic Boom could be a pure flying type, I reckon.
Yeah. Flying normal? Should we get the Pokemon route?
No, like with Rookedy and stuff, they've started to try and get rid of the normal type.
I think if Sonic Boom would have an ability that makes sound-based moves normal flying type.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like...
Is it just me or is that like a different version of Spyro?
Or just boosts the power of sound-based moves. That's the normal Spyro.
Is it? He looks really dark.
Just the lighting, or the painting on the original figure, maybe. Anyway, say Spyro. Spyro obviously is a magic Skylander, but he doesn't really make sense as a psychic Pokemon. So I think we can throw that out of the window. Then he shoots fireballs, but he's not really that associated with fire otherwise.
You could just leave him as dragon or dragon flying.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Do we give him flying like a Salamence?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm going to quickly refill my water bottle. I'll be right back. That's not what I meant to open.
I got it working now.
Oh, the Spotify.
Yeah, I didn't realise how to do it, and now I have.
Okay. Stealth Elf? Grass fighting? Or fighting grass?
Mhm. Grass, yeah.
Oh, that's not how you spell grass.
You could leave them as pure grass, but
I think Stump
I was
Smash
gonna
is going to
say,
be pure grass.
yeah, that's true. I think grass fairy maybe, or grass, like,
No, because she's an elf.
yeah.
I think her character is very much focused around her fighting, though, like her martial arts and stuff.
Could do Breloom then and make it grass fighting.
Moo, hi Lyoko. Hi. We're giving Skylanders Pokemon types. Do you have anything else to say about Stump Smash?
It's stumping time.
Stump is pure grass, yeah. Sunburn, obviously fire, but
Fire flying?
he's a griffin. Flying, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Cliche, but
Yeah. Terrafin
Ground?
is obviously ground. I don't think he's draconic enough to get the Garchomp typing. I think he might be
I
pure
think either
ground.
ground or maybe ground fighting, but probably just ground.
I think we could give his supercharged variant ground rock, possibly.
Okay. I have a weird one for
That's
the next one.
Alright.
Steel fairy. I don't know
That's
if
exactly
weird,
what I was
but-
thinking.
Oh really? Never mind then.
No, I get it. No, like, I can see why you would think it's weird, but it just kind of feels right. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's the Impidimp logic,
I was
you know,
actually gonna
he's a
say
gremlin.
Tinkertuff. I was
Yeah,
thinking
that as well.
Tinkertuff, actually.
No, that's a good shout, yeah. They do like to do these little gremlin Pokemon as fairy types.
Because the Pokemon fairy type, I think it's in Japanese, but I could be wrong. It doesn't just mean like fairy; it just means like mystical creature.
Mm-hmm.
Which is where like those kind of fairy types come from.
Okay. Voodooed. He uses a lot of electric-based powers, Voodooed. Like, I say a lot. He puts like almost like electro webs down to shock
Right.
people.
Not every Pokemon uses types of their move when it comes to stuff like that, though.
Ghost Grass or Ghost Electric, Lyoko says. Yeah, I really don't. I don't know about Ghost though. He's not really associated with the undead at all.
He has got the skull in his head, though. That might be why.
But that would, like, Pokemon logic, that makes him a ground type.
Right.
Um.
Psychic, maybe?
Yeah. That's what Gut Instinct says, but that's pretty much just because he's a magic Skylander. He doesn't really have anything psychic going on.
Mm.
Dark Electric? Maybe, because he's an orc, but he feels like quite... I don't know. I feel like electric should be a second typing, not a primary typing. But I'm kind of want to lock in electric.
Grass?
Again, he doesn't have any grass. Like, there's nothing grass about him at all. Dark, ground, psychic.
Ground electric is always fun. So...
Yeah. He doesn't... I don't know. Just
Is
because
it
he's
about the
green,
skull?
you want to make him grass. Yeah, the skull's really all that makes him ground. And, like, if you think Mandibuzz isn't a ground type,
Yeah.
maybe dark then.
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's not gonna be many dark types, I feel. Like, there's one obvious one, but like...
Well, yeah, the dark element Skylanders are pretty obvious, but there aren't many of them,
Oh,
so...
no. I was thinking of Chaos.
Yeah, Chaos would be Dark Psychic, probably.
Mm.
The majority of grass Pokemon are green, but not not all green Pokemon are grass. Like
Water Dragon?
water. These guys are flying dope.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of Echo.
Oh.
I didn't
Yeah, no,
read the
Echo's
name.
definitely a water dragon. This is a Warnado. We could give him dragon. He's not just because he's a reptile, really. Dragon is really the reptile type in Pokemon. Water.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything water about him though. Just because he's a turtle.
I thought it was Echo, like I said, so maybe... Probably not that.
Lyoko, yeah, but Lyoko's saying water flying, but he doesn't really have anything water about him. He do be turtle, yes, but like, you know, there are plenty of turtle and tortoise Pokemon that aren't water. And really, I think he's more tortoise. Rock? I was thinking rock. Because his shell does feel somewhat crystalline. I don't know, what do you think?
I think Flying Rock, maybe. But I'm not too confident other than that.
Whamshell, I think. I was gonna say water, but actually, yeah, water steel. No, I think he's electric, because he has an electric mace.
Yeah, Water Steel.
You think steel?
Maybe.
I'm thinking steel or electric.
Yeah, Steel. Say more.
Okay. Whirlwind is gotta be flying, but then do we give her dragon or fairy? Is the
Have we done Dragonfly? Oh, we have, haven't we?
have we? Yeah,
Spyro wasn't.
Should we give her fairy? Yeah,
They're
she
not
does like rainbows
yeah.
and shit. I think fairy fits her better than dragon,
The
even though she
unicorn
is
horn
half
as well.
dragon.
The Unicorn Horn as well.
Wrecking Ball, I think, is our first bug type. Flying Ice, because she looks frozen. Polar Whirlwind could be an ice type variant form of her.
Bug.
Poison.
Sight? No. Yeah.
He burps, therefore he is a poison type.
Yeah.
And I think he definitely gets rollout. 100%, he gets rollout. Water electric. That one's pretty easy.
Yep.
And
Fire again for the next one.
You think fire? Grass fire?
Well,
is
we
a
made
fun type.
we made Boomer. We made Boomer fire for the similar reasons.
I think that's fair. That is a fun type. You know, we've got Scoville and Ogerpon are the only grass fire types.
Yep. So not many.
Lyoko agrees.
That's the same problem with water fire. There's like two, isn't there, or just one? Yeah,
There's Volcanion, but I think that might be the
That's
only
it.
one. Yeah. Bouncer, 100% steel. Anything
It's
else?
so cliche, but Steel Electric, just because it's like the electric's fast type.
Lyrics is steel fire.
The giants are going to be... the other giants I feel like are going to be a lot easier.
I think for the most part they're fairly easy, but I don't know if we can really warrant a second type for Bouncer. He doesn't really do anything other than be a robot. I guess
Yeah.
he shoots bullets, but I think we can leave him as monosteel.
Okay. Ground for the next one.
Oh, rock. Definitely rock. Maybe ground, but
Rock
definitely
ground.
rock.
I feel like this might be a given for Eyebrow, but Ghost is obvious.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon, you know how like Darmanitan has its Zen mode that changes its type? I reckon when it goes into Eye mode, they gain the flying type.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to put it here, but like maybe in brackets flying type, or like in the D column. I don't know how to differentiate it, but
I think we can. I think we should make him a fighting type, personally.
maybe
And then I think give
maybe
the eye levitate
Ghost. What about?
rather than
I was
make it
gonna
a
say,
flying type.
what about Ghost fighting, and then when it goes into other mode, it swaps to Ghost flying.
Yeah, I think that's cool. That's not what I
I'm
meant
gonna
to
do
say.
that on the graph, and then put flying there maybe. Maybe
Ghost
I don't put the brackets because otherwise it doesn't show the type. I don't know.
The color won't show up in that column anyway, so
Oh, will
it
it not?
doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Just
Colour's
fire
only
type. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Pure fire or fire rock.
Yeah, you've really got one giant that's rock type though.
Yeah. I mean, all he does is like put oil. Like oil isn't
Fire, just fire then.
Okay, what is?
Oil's a liquid.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
water fire does not sound right, so I think just fire.
it's a liquid, but it's made like it comes
Also, you get-
from fossils.
Also, like Pokemon like Macargo, like a fire,
Fire
type.
rock.
I mean, I guess.
Macaco's fire
Or
rock.
Slugma. Slugma's just molten though.
Sugma. I think
Yeah.
we could do rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steel psychic maybe.
I think psychic's a given.
And it's either fairy or steel.
Or fighting.
No, the swords give me steel more than fighting.
Let's give her fairy then.
Okay.
Bug flying?
Me in the middle by not picking either. Yeah, bug flying.
What have I just done?
You've gone all the way to the other side of your document.
Thank you.
Pure water?
Pure water or water steel, because he has a big anchor that he throws around. But other than that,
I think just
he doesn't
water.
do much steel. Should we also give him steel worker as an ability?
Oh, we're doing ability. God, imagine if we had to do the abilities for all of them. Yep. That was
Anything
a really
else?
tough one. Nope.
Pure grass.
Yeah.
Steel, maybe? Ice steel? Just because of the
I
armor?
feel like isn't it made out of ice though? The weapons and stuff.
The weapon is, but I don't think the armor is.
Okay. I still think just pure ice could work, but
I think
like
steel.
cryogonal. Isn't cryogonal? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Just ice type.
Yeah, but Cryogonal's a snowflake.
Yeah, but it looks like it could be steel type. Such...
Flash Wing. Rock Dragon?
Yeah. Ghost ground.
I like Ghost Ground for Fright Rider.
Hot dog, just fire type again. What was
We could do Fire Normal, maybe.
Eruptor? What was Eruptor?
I think we
Just
did Pure
fire, right?
Fire.
Maybe fire normal then, just to make it different.
Give it the
But they are
Lithio
similar.
type.
Yeah. Jetpack
Fire
flying.
fairy. Like, the Oko suggested fairy for. Okay, do you have any reasoning for fairy? Because I don't know why it just makes sense, but I don't. But I don't know what. I don't know why I'm inclined to listen to fire fairy for hot dog, but I just am.
I'll be 1 second.
Cute living fire dog. Okay. I don't feel like that's enough of a reason to give it the fairy type. I'm sorry, Lyoko, but I don't know if that's quite enough.
No response.
Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, I meant as in they haven't responded to after cute living fire dog.
Oh. Majority of fairy type look like hot dogs.
I don't think that's winning the argument.
I don't know about that one. I mean, you've got... Do look like hot dog. You've got Fido and Dutchman, but they're fairy type because they're sweet, they're food, rather than...
That's the same with Alcreme.
Because they're dog. Yeah, like Alchemy and... What's the Carlos dog? There's a lot of dogs in Carlos. That's a stupid question. Swirlix. No, Swirlix and...
Oh.
Swirlix is evolution.
Oh,
not Milcery.
Oh,
not Aromatisse. Slurpuff. There we go. Jetvac. Flying type?
Yep.
Steel?
I feel like in the same way Gilgrunt wasn't steel type, Jetvac isn't.
Does that mean we're also giving supercharged Jetpack the steel type?
Yep.
Alright. Ooh. Poison.
Fairy. Oh, I was just say
Poison
fairy. Yeah, but I reckon its other form is Poison Dark. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but like, you know, the like. Oh, do you know what it's called? Sorry, I really like it, but I don't know what it's called. Popfizz is like other form.
Shift cells.
What's it called?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Frenzy, the frenzy mode. I've just googled.
So you think Fairy Dark for this one?
No, Poison Dark.
Oh, Poison Dark.
Because it loses that, like, whimsicalness and gains, like, an evil-looking side, if you will.
Yeah.
Was Popfizz only added in, Giants, by the way?
Yep.
I thought Popfizz was added way before that, when, I thought it was, like, one of the base ones.
Yeah, a lot of people think that for Popfizz and Jetvac.
I thought Jetpack was Giants for some reason.
Jetpack is Giants. But a lot of people don't realise
I just want to
that.
say now, for all the swappers, I feel like we need to somehow find a way of getting their... Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say that, like, you do like the Fossilmon, but I realise now you could just make it so that they swap half the type. For ones that don't have two.
Could be interesting to do them like the Fossilmon, give each of them, make all of them monotype and make them all different types. It would be difficult, but I think we should try and see what we can do with that.
I was going to say that for some of them, like Night Shift, it could be the top half is fighting, the bottom half is Ghost.
Yeah, I think that does work. That if we can't make my idea work, I think we can do stuff like that. But
I think most of them could be mono, but I think a few of them like that would work better.
Yeah, I think we should either do all of them mono or all of them duo, and I think it works better to do. I think it'd be interesting to try and do all of them mono. Shroom Boom reminds you of Shroomish. I think Shroom Boom is grass poison.
Yeah, grass first though, definitely.
Because its explosions are spore based, not fire based. So.
Are there any Skylanders that have notable shift changes?
Shift changes?
Like Popfizz, because I can't think of any.
Other
than Eyebrawl. that we've gone through so far. Sorry, I should say.
No. Let's
Or add.
maybe in the future we'll see. Sprocket has got to be steel. Anything else for Sprocket or just pure steel?
They can be the pure steel.
Alright, last. Okay, we're on to Swap Force now.
If we were doing individual types, I feel like the top half would be steel and the bottom half would be fire type for Blast Zone. I don't know if you want to do it like that, but if you do, that's how it could work.
Let's try monotype first, see how that works, and then
Well, again, bombs, so I'm saying fire type.
fire. I think Boom Jet's got to be our steel.
You think? Okay.
Actually, no, we can make him our flying. Because Free Ranger's going to be our electric.
Okay.
I think Doomstone...
Ground.
No, I think the other Earth one is ground. I think Doomstone is rock more.
Okay. Fire Kraken. How you
Dragon.
doing?
Ice.
Dragon. Okay. And you think this one, the next one, Gorilla Drill, is ground?
No, Gorilla Driller I think has to be life.
What?
Sorry, grass. I went Skylanders mode then.
We're gonna do every Pokemon as a Skylander type next.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000.
Hoot Loop is our psychic type, I
Psychic.
think. Magna Charge has
done
got to be our
steel?
steel type. No, we made him flying, remember? So yeah.
There is already a steel type though, isn't there?
No,
is it
I
just the one
said
above?
we should do him steel, and then I changed him to
Sprocket.
flying.
I thought Sprocket for a
Oh.
second was part of the. Cause
Yeah.
oh, don't worry. I confused myself. Have we done fighting? Because I feel fighting fits more with the boxing, like Machamp.
Yeah. Okay, I like that because I don't think there's any other fighting, and Rattleshake was the one that I was unsure of when I was doing this in my head before. But I think if we do him fighting and Rattleshake as Ghost, I think that
I
works.
was gonna say Dark even.
No, I've got another one for Dark.
Poison. 'Cause
Again, I've
snakes,
got
but,
I see what you mean,
Okay.
but... Oh, I haven't thought about Spyro's can be bug. That might sound stupid, but he has 4 legs, and he has like a spider web that goes up.
I feel like your ideas are starting to fall apart when we get nearer the bottom.
No, I think... Look at these last 3. These are easy. We've got Poison, Dark, and Water right here. Like...
Okay. Spyrise, I don't.
Spyro's... Maybe we should swap Rubble Rouser and Doomstone. Actually, maybe he should be rock and he should be ground.
And then, what else would Spyrise be? Where's Steel gone?
We use Steel for Magna Charge. Who do we use Electric on? Free Ranger.
You could definitely get Steel to Magna Charge, and then.
Well, Pokemon types haven't used. We haven't used Fairy or
No, you used Dragon,
used
didn't
Dragon.
you? Normal.
Normal. We can make Gorilla Driller normal. But that doesn't
What was
help us at all. We could make Rattleshake normal, but again, I don't think that helps. I think this is gonna be the weird one.
Yeah, I feel like with dual,
kinda buggy.
with the dual type idea, I think this would work. You could definitely get a lot better. Like have the first one I think of is Nightship as fighting and his bottom half as Ghost, for example.
Yeah.
Or
But-
Hoot Loop is like Psychic Fairy.
I don't know. It's like
You'd have overlay though because there's more swap force than types.
yeah. You could possibly try and make their primary type and their make it so that there's no overlap between the primary and secondary. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Does it?
No, it does. You just have to think about which ones. Like the fire ones can both be fire and then fire something.
Yeah, right.
I think
I don't know.
you can leave it like how it is, but I feel like dual types you can definitely get a better
I think it's
for
hard.
certain ones. Spy Rise definitely could be done better, but
Spyros could be done better, but I think overall, I think having a monotype makes more sense in my head.
imagine now if they did it and we got dark and light swap forces.
Oh, that would be fun. I always thought it'd be cool if they did a new Skylanders game to revisit all the old gimmicks and make Dark and Light Skylanders for the old gimmicks. I guess that only really works for Swap Force and Giants, but
Mm.
yeah. Bumble Blast, Life and Bug.
Life type.
Or Fairy.
I'm making fun of you for it.
Okay, he's a tree. He's got to be grass type, right? Grass.
Yeah,
And then
grass bug is fine.
Bug. Countdown is a bomb. Steel Fire.
Yeah, fire. Anything that's a bomb is normally or explosive based. I'm just gonna say fire.
Bug Psychic.
Bug. Next one.
Yeah.
Bug something.
I feel like we've overtaken Lyoko a lot. I'm sorry you're so far behind, Lyoko.
Well, they put Hoot Loop, Unshot, and then Poison and Fairy, but I don't know what that's in reference to.
Okay, Frino. Definitely fire.
Bug, maybe?
Explain.
It looks like a bug.
It's a
I don't
rhinoceros.
Oh, from the picture, I don't know what they look like. Hang on. Oh, never mind. Ground or steel? Looking at their images, like the
It does drive a
what's it called?
motorbike.
Rev of Room. How
Steel,
it's
then.
pronounced.
Grim Creeper. I mean, come on, like Pure Ghost. I don't know if we need to give him anything else.
I do not recognise this Skylander in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll
they
be
look so
ones like
different
that.
in game. I reckon just Ghost is fine.
Ghost Dark. I have an idea in mind for a Ghost Dark type Lyoko, so I think we can
Does
leave
their
Grim
name-
Creeper as Ghost.
Does their name rhyme with Smudnickel?
Their name might rhyme with Snudmickle or whatever you said.
I said nickel, like the coin.
Yeah. Pop Thorn.
Poison? Pufferfish?
What does... I'm like... Okay, definitely flying type. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. Definitely flying type. And... It, like... He just, like, poops out little spiky balls. Is the only thing he does that I can't think of what type that would be.
That's why I said poison, because spikes and stuff. Toxic spikes.
They're not really toxic. He would definitely have spikes as an attack. Just the
Which is rock, which doesn't help
rock.
then.
Yeah, but plenty of Pokemon that aren't rock type get spikes, so... Why is Discord not in streamer mode? What the hell?
Are you getting notifications coming through?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be fun for the VOD. Halfway
Okay,
through.
problem solved. So, what are we thinking for Popthorn?
Maybe just flying then, or flying normal.
Honestly, I like flying normal.
Since what was the other one that we put flying for earlier? That was one of the bird ones, wasn't it? Not bird, like dragon bird.
Sonic
looking
Boom.
Ones. Yeah, that was
Griffin.
it, sorry.
Um,
Punk Shock.
Electric, 100%. I think this one could be primary electric and maybe secondary water.
Yeah. I see that.
Riptide.
Riptide.
I think he
Water,
might just be
surely.
pure water. That's not how you spell water.
Spell it like Riptide. Riptide type. No, do you know when Google used to say Salamence, Onyx, and
Yeah.
Rhydon type or whatever instead of Ground Dragon Rock? It's like that.
Yeah, that was
Bugged.
funny.
Speaking about bugged, the next one is going to be bugged. Watch this.
Yeah.
No. Upon further inspection, how about no? They're fast, so this is going to sound dumb, but electric as a secondary type, just because a lot of fast... Pokemon tend to be fast.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Okay.
Okay, so she is a vampire.
Ghost, then.
I'm thinking dark.
Dark ground, then.
Okay.
That was my thought.
Lyoko's suggesting Dark Fairy. Here's my input. I actually haven't put their supercharged variants on here.
Ooh. We'll do them at the end. Bonus section.
I think her supercharged variant is Dark Ground. Right?
Are we gonna?
Rule
Are we gonna go do the other ones though? Hang on.
No, because I don't care about them as much.
But we need to do what's it? Gilgrunt's water steel type.
You see why I'm saying Ghost Ground for her now, or Dark Ground even, because the bones.
Yes.
Okay, Scorp.
Poison something. I'm seeing scorpion, so.
Yeah, it's Bug, Poison, Ground. I think are the three types that come to mind.
Poison ground, I think.
I'm cool with that.
Again, I'm gonna have to search this one.
Definitely flying. I don't know what else Scratch could be. I don't know
They
anything
look like
about
they would
this
give
character.
psychic, but I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know anything about them, but I'm thinking psychic.
Typing Scratch into Google is not going to give me the results I want.
What's it? Scratch 1.0. Hopefully somebody knows what I'm on about. The cat thing.
Yeah, no, I do know what you mean. Magical
Setting walls of-
Scepter.
I'm hearing psychic from that. That alone.
That was in her early designs though.
Oh, I'm still hearing it.
Special made armor, fighting skills, defend crystals.
$128 right now on eBay.
Scratch is a rare one. That's why I don't know anything about her.
They're 50 on Amazon supposedly.
Flying Dragon. I don't know. I don't really think Dragon works for Scratch of all characters. Because she's just a cat with wings, like...
Flying normal then? That's quite normal.
Yeah.
Like a cat and wings.
I could maybe be convinced on Steel, but I'm okay to go with normal.
Normal, yeah.
Slobbertooth.
Ground.
This is the Vor Skylander.
Ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything else?
Ground.
Rock Dragon.
Ground.
Poison.
Ground type.
Ground type. Why are you grinding him up like that?
Ground type. I don't even know.
It's like almost every Skylander game introduced a Skylander who can eat enemies. I just like that
One
to
of the
be known.
developers, huh? That was
You know,
like,
like
I don't know.
you know,
if
like how Dead by Daylight, every update they add a character with bare feet. It's like,
Yeah.
it's
Or
a bit like
Bleach.
that.
My friend pointed out to me a lot of old Roblox games are the same.
Yeah, but that's
We-
those are made by random ass people, not by.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying though that apparently there's a lot. Anyway, probably not a
I'm
good
just sort of
topic
leaving
to
Solitude from
discuss.
there. I sure. I feel like he must have something else, but I don't know what else to give him. Small Dash could probably be pure fire.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I reckon the next one could be pure psychic.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe
Yeah.
fairy, but we could do mono-psychic. She is an
We haven't had that
she's
yet.
an alien. Which
Yeah, Elegium, or however you say it. That's mono.
yeah, LGM, but also Clefable.
Clefable is different though.
Clefable.
Yeah, I've got a cold. I'm just gonna accept I can't say words properly.
Lyoko's suggesting fire
More than
dark for
normal.
Smolder Dash, but there's no. I promise you, Lyoko, there's nothing
It's
dark
just the
about
colour.
Smolder Dash other than her armor. Like, Wind Up. I think.
Just steel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen Wind Up before that I can remember.
Wind Up's
but they
a
look
cool
so
poke.
chill.
No, Wind Up is not a Pokemon.
The life Pokemon type and now a new Pokemon Wind Up. They're giving Bombon but without the explosive, which is
Fire.
a bit of a shame, but still.
Let's look up
I
Smolder
reckon-
Dash. The first female fire Skylander. Thank you, Skylanders Wiki.
What about? Oh no, that was in the next game, isn't it? The flamethrower lady.
The game does call her a fire spirit. Maybe fairy.
Ghost? Oh, I think just fire's fine. I stand by.
Blazing like a comet. Ooh, she does
I
have
just realised
sun-based
whether-
abilities. Maybe she's a steel type like Solgaleo.
I was gonna say grass,
What?
like fire grass, like photosynthesis.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Shoot.
Also, I just realised, what's the swapper that's the spy ones? I've forgotten the second half.
Spyrise.
Yeah, they're probably going to be the only mono bug type, aren't they? I hate that. I hate that.
You never know. There might be.
Yeah, Chaos
like
is
fire
mono
fairies.
bug type.
I'm giving her fairy. I
Okay.
Zulu. I'm not
Grass
giving
fairy.
him life.
Grass fairy.
I'm cool with that.
Pure psychic, I reckon.
That's
Just
not how you spell
psychic.
psychic.
To be fair, I used to spell it piss something. Like, I didn't know how to spell it.
I used to spell it piss.
Like PISS, like... I don't actually know the rest, but I used to spell it horribly wrong. More than I do now. Right, normally it's a letter off. Used to be like 10. Just grass, maybe? The next one?
Bushwhack grass normal? He's an elf, so he could be fairy. Or normal.
Yeah.
I think elves are pretty normal in Skylanders. Maybe just normal.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have an idea for a grass normal type that we'll get to later, though. Or maybe a pure normal type, actually. We'll see when we get... Actually,
Oh, okay.
we won't get to him. He's a villain. He's not on this list.
Oh. Who were you
Oops.
thinking of? Chompy Mage.
I was thinking of
Chompy.
Sheep Creep. Chompy Mage is on this list because he's a sensei in Imaginators.
Oh, yeah.
We can do a sequel. Do you want to do a
Sheep-
sequel on the Trap Team villains?
Trap Team and... Or just like the... You could do the bosses in general.
Yeah, we could. Let's go with normal.
But if
for sure.
my knowledge of Skylanders is already limited, I'm going to know nothing about most of the villains outside of Trap Team and maybe Swap Force.
You did say you want to play through the Trap Team, so maybe if we do that before we do this sequel.
But no, that's the only one I know about. I'm saying I won't know
yeah.
any. If
Good
you
point.
do the villains from Giants and Sky and Spyro and such, I'm just gonna be like, huh? I'll know roughly what they look like because I've seen most gameplay of it, but like I'm not gonna remember. Other than what's like I know about the rapping bot in Giants.
Oh yeah, Drill X.
Yeah. Is it supposed to be a play on Skrillex, or is that not before this?
Probably, I
Is
don't
that
know.
too far?
2012, Drill X was.
When did Skrillex start producing music? 2004. It probably is then. It could be. Yes.
Enigma, Ghost, Normal. I was thinking Psychic, Dark, but maybe Psychic Ghost.
Psychic's a given, I feel.
Okay, what moves would we give Enigma? Double Team, I would definitely give him. Power Gem. He like turned invisible, so maybe Phantom Force, maybe Ghost.
Psychic's a given, I feel.
Maybe Psychic Ghost, Shadow Sneak. All right, let's go with Psychic Ghost then.
I never had them, but they were definitely one of my favourites looking Skylanders.
Enigma is one of the only ones that I didn't sell when I sold all my Skylanders. I kept Enigma.
I never got them. I had a pretty good collection of Skylanders, but I never had Enigma. What trappers did I even
I can
have?
tell you where I can tell you where I bought Enigma. I don't know why. I remember I bought him at the CEX in Liverpool, one of the train stations in Liverpool. There's a CEX right outside the train station, and that is where I bought Enigma.
Wow.
Steel Fairy or Steel Fighting for Gear Shift?
See, if I said where I got most of mine from, it would kind of dox myself because they're all from like
don't do that.
very simple. I got them all from. Just Steel.
Leoka suggesting Fairy or Fighting. I think Fighting makes more sense. We've done less fighting types than I thought we would.
That's good.
I think Gusto. This is Trap Team's War Skylander. Flying fighting. He's like he's kind of giving like Makuhita Hariyama energy.
Yeah. Just fighting.
Oh, definitely Grant. Oh. I'm going ground. I'm saying ground only because she's an Earth Skylander, but actually that's deceptive because I think fighting works better than ground. Fighting Fairy because she's an elf. Just give all of them. Lyoko wants to make every Skylander a fairy type.
They could be a mono. They could just be our mono.
Saying that we have just done 3 fighting types.
No, but our mono fighting type.
I'm kind of. Let's go with that. Okay, actually, I'll make this one a fairy type because I want to make you steel fighting.
Also, just googled the Trap Masters. I think I only had like 3 of them. I didn't realize how few I had.
They were relatively expensive, so.
I had Snapshot, obviously, and then I had Tough Luck, and I had what was the one with the light one, the light element?
Nightlight.
Yeah, I had Nightlight, and that was it.
Kaboom!
Fire type, as I've said with all the explosion
He just
ones.
goes boom. Nightlight. Fairy flying?
Yeah. And then dark flying or whatever for the next one, isn't it? Or no,
That's
dark
not a
something.
flying. That is not a flying type.
I was thinking of the thingy. What's it called? The dragon from this one.
Right. That would probably be Dark Dragon.
True.
Ghost Steel? Nah, she's Dark type. But like, what? Where are you getting Ghost from?
Dark still sounds fine.
Crypt King. I'm
Ghost
thinking...
Steel. Oh, another Steel. Steel and fighting is basically every Trap Master by the look of it.
Okay, we're not giving him Steel type.
Ghost though.
We're not giving Steel or Fighting. I say...
Ghost.
the 3 types I want to throw in the mix are Ghost, Ground,
Ground.
and Bug.
I was gonna say Ghost Ground.
The reason
I'm
I say
happy with
Bug
those two.
is because there is a swarm of insects living inside his chest.
I still
And
think
one
Ghost
of his
Ground.
main moves is...
Like Cophagregus.
Cophagregus?
Or Runa.
That's pure Ghost.
Runarigus.
Runarigus.
Like that, like the ancient Egyptian Pokemon.
But Runarigus isn't Egyptian, it's Norse.
Oh, is it? Oops.
Yeah. Cophagregus is Egyptian. Runarigus is Norse.
Still Ghost type though. I stand on that.
Sure, we'll do Ghost. But I want to do another bug type, so... Actually, we could do
Water?
Lobstar as a bug type.
I reckon if you're gonna do Lobstar as water bug, then make Crypt King Ghost.
We can't really
thingy.
justify making him bug. Like, none of the other... I'm just thinking, sometimes Pokemon makes crustaceans bug, but only when they don't make them water.
What about Arachnid? Is that not crustacean? What is that?
That's a spider.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking like Dwebble and Crustle are bug type, right?
Right.
But Krabby isn't, and Corfish isn't, and...
Omanite, Omastar.
Yeah. Those are mollusks, not... Those are mollusks, not...
No one has to know.
Shortcut. Ghost, like Bennett.
Steel? I was,
Could be Mono Ghost, because it's really just like a puppet guy.
I was thinking Scissor, like... As in Scissor the Pokemon. Or
Hi,
Sizzle,
Dora. Is... yeah, I don't know. I can see why you'd say that, but his scissors aren't specifically steel. Like, they're Traptanium, which is Silver's own thing. I think you could give all the Trap Masters a signature move relating to their Traptanium weapons.
I was actually going to say that maybe they will gain like a bonus stab on their type. Instead of like, I don't know what the normal multiplier is, but maybe they do extra on their type.
Dark Ghost because puppet. Yeah, I'm just thinking Bennett. Like, there's not much. We could do Dark Ghost, but I think just Mono Ghost works fine.
I'm fine with that.
Because Bennett and that. Snapshot's got to be water. Anything else?
Maybe Dragon, because Reptile, but other than that, not really.
Not every reptile.
Have we done a Dragon? Have we done a Dragon Trap Master? We haven't, have we?
We
Or is there an obvious?
not.
And is there one coming up that's obvious? If not, then I would argue.
No, we could.
I think Dragon. I reckon we got to give at least one Dragon to the Trap Masters then, if we can.
Alright. Another flying electric type.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Or we can do ice electric, because clouds are ice. Like the cloud
Electric
Pokemon
something.
in Mario Mon is Ice Fairy. I think we could do more ice types.
Grass.
Grass normal.
Yeah.
Um,
Ground rock.
I don't know about. Want to do rock?
Wallops feels like such a rock type thing, but it looks so.
Alright.
But Wallop looks so ground. Fire. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a golden lion. Like.
Yeah. Not much debate.
Hell, you know what? We could even do steel fire. Honestly.
I thought you were about to leave it at steel for a second. Double down. Steel, but learns fire type move and is weak to fire.
I like
By the way,
doing
don't
dark
forget
type vampires.
Yeah. Hang on. I just need to send.
What is this? What's this music? Oh, that's the Lair of Chaos.
What are you listening to? For me, it's
Dark
drifting
Fairy?
to overdrive. Is mine behind yours?
Yours does not seem to be in sync with mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh well. I'm cool with Dark Fairy for Bat Spin. What do you think?
Yeah. That one's good.
Oh, I mean, come on, like... Like.
Hmm. And then the next one's gonna be, what's it? Fairy dragon? No. Oh,
Steel
I thought it
dragon.
was the other. No, I thought, what's the other one called?
Spotlight.
The like light version. Yeah, I thought it was Spotlight up next.
Steel dragon with levitate.
Yeah.
Chopper.
Steel flying.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Ooh, I'm interested by your idea that you just DM'd me.
Yeah, I thought you would.
That is an interesting spelling. I like steel
What, did I
flying.
spell it
I
wrong?
love chopper. No, I spelled flying with a D in front.
I see.
I like chopper.
yeah,
Chopper's
steel
a cool guy.
I reckon they could learn fire moves, particularly I reckon like heat crash. I don't know why, but I'm just picturing them like dive bombing. Cobra Cadabra. I recognise the name and I know nothing about.
Psychic dog, maybe? Ground rock. I think it should definitely be a psychic type because it's like it would get like hypnosis and stuff.
Wooden dark type as well, because I would say that if Hypno was made today, they would be dark type. With psychic, dark psychic, like think Malamar.
He's not as malicious as Hypno and Malamar though. I say that these are every single one of these Pokemon are like these Pokemon are heroes. You know, these are all heroes of Skylands. So I don't know.
I think dark.
I don't think ground type works at all for Cobra Cadabra because he is in a basket. Like he's not coming out the ground. He's sat inside of a basket, a thatched
Not
basket.
Diglett.
He's not Diglett or Wiglet.
I think either just leave psychic or psychic dark then.
Let's go with pure psychic. Oh, actually, you might be
Deja
pure
vu.
psychic.
We have two.
We can.
There's going to be some overlay.
Deja vu has time powers. The time isn't really associated with a specific type, other than Celebi being psychic type, I guess.
And then Dialga's water dragon.
That's Palkia.
Palkia's no, Dialga's the one that does time.
Yeah, and Dialga's Dragon Steel.
Oh, what did I say?
You said Water Dragon, which is Palkia.
Oh, whoops.
Psychic
But the reason
Fairy?
why I think we could just have two psychics. I feel
Yeah.
there hasn't been tons other than like, what was it, Hoot Loop? Was that the most recent psychic type?
That I can think. It's not the
Speaking
most
about
recent
Hoot
psychic
Loop,
type,
Oh, you removed it, didn't you?
but I did. Oh yeah, because they weren't working. Because it stopped working, and I couldn't figure out how to make it work. So, rest in peace, Hoot Loop.
No. You need to
Maybe
bring
I'll
it
try
back
and figure it
one
out one day. Echo's Water Dragon. We already decided that earlier.
day. Yeah. Fist bump.
Rock Ground.
Yeah.
I don't want to do too many rock grounds, but I think this guy fits rock ground.
Yeah.
Flinkong Flying
Flying.
Normal?
Yeah. Just like Pokemon, we've got a lot of flying normal. Teleport to the other side of the
We haven't done
contact
too
sheet,
many.
just
We've
in
only got
case.
2 or 3, I think.
I meant Pokemon has a lot though.
Yeah.
Because I don't like giving Bono flying. Water.
Fighting, maybe? He's a pirate-ish, kinda.
It's normally evil.
I
Pirate
think
would be
he's
dark,
ugly and I
but-
hate him, so I'm happy to give him dark.
Oh. That might be a quote.
Food fighter grass type.
Just grass, maybe fairy.
I think we can give him not mono grass.
Yeah. Or normal maybe, because it's a plant, but...
Ghost ground for Funny Bone?
Ghost first, yeah.
I think ground suits his moveset even without him being made of bones. Like,
Yeah, that's...
he has a lot of ground-based
Yeah, I agree.
attacks. A bug type! Bug dragon?
Bug dragon, bug flying. One of... No, but
Bug
has
dragon.
levitate, has levitate. It's got... The one... Just, like... I'm so glad there's not many bug types in as much as, like, if this was made into a game or something, then you'd have, like... God, if this was a game, any fairy type is going to be broken. I'm just saying. Like... Any fairy type... It's just going to be absolutely busted.
I hate doing it,
Mm,
but
yeah.
he has to be. Rocky Roll has to be rock ground.
It's all in the name. Literally got rock as part of your name.
Spotlight, I think.
Fairy
dragon?
Fairy dragon with levitate or fairy flying?
I don't
What
think
did we make
need
the other one? Sorry, was it dark?
Dark
What was the other
dragon.
one called? Yeah, then fairy dragon. Did they have levitate as well? Or...
Nah. We don't need. Not all the dragons need levitate.
Some of them do. Just fire. Yeah,
That's
torch
nice.
type. Torch with a hashtag type. That's like some
Yourself.
Gen 1. That's some Gen 1 bird type moment.
Alright, missing no.
Yeah, we'll have missing no type next.
Trail.
Pure fairy.
Fire fairy.
No,
Because he's a My
I meant to
Little
say-
Pony.
I meant to say fire, but I said fairy. I think it works though.
Fire fairy, because he's a My Little Pony.
That's funny.
Redhead. Steel ground?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to look up who they are, but yeah.
Or we could do steel poison like Revervroom.
I reckon just steel ground is good.
We need more poison types, I think.
To die to the psychic types.
Exactly.
Steel poison is probably a really bad type for this. I'm like in terms of like if this was a game, because there's so many ground types and so many fire types. It's just gonna get melted. That is probably that is just by its type alone, it's gonna get melted if this
Oopsie.
was a game.
I'll Fairy Psychic for Astro Blast? Like, just give him both of the light types and...
Yeah. Call it a day. Are you doing the vehicles, by the way?
No, those aren't
Okay.
Skylanders. Okay.
Okay.
Water
What did we
steel?
make? What did we make water? What did we make? Cyclops.
Made him ghost
Ghost.
fighting.
I kind of want to make them because they're related. I kind of want them to be the same type, but I don't think it works.
I don't think we can make that
Maybe-
work.
Maybe.
If this
Please.
was a game, what if we had...
Abilities.
No, I was saying, if this was an actual game, we could have an eyeball pre-evolution that is just like
Oh, it's
normal type or something generic, and then it evolves into two completely separate evolutions or something.
yeah. I like that. I like that a lot.
Lyoko's suggesting water rock. I think water steel might work better, but
Yeah. I like your suggestion. Maybe. You know how Darmanitan's hidden ability is the one that gives it a thingy? That gives it Zen mode? Its default
did
ability
not know
doesn't
that.
actually give it... Yeah, I might have it the wrong way around. It's either its regular ability or its hidden ability is only the only one with its Zen mode, or it might be based on Galarian form of regular. Either way, basically not every Darmanitan has a Zen mode.
Mhm.
I'm thinking a bit like how Rockruff has own tempo, and if it has own tempo, it can evolve only that version into Dusk. Maybe as its hidden ability or its regular ability, makes it evolve into Eyebrow, and then its other one is Diveclops.
Oh, make it ability based rather than evolution. It's their
Yeah,
form.
like Rockruff.
Wait, no, that's not like Rockruff. You're
Yeah.
what? You're like you're saying separate
Rockruff.
things for Rockruff and Darmanitan, and it's confusing me. Those are like
So
two
to-
completely different things.
Cool. I've just unplugged my microphone. My audio probably sounds bad, sorry.
Fander?
Hi.
Hi. Oh
Boo.
boy. Hello.
I'll be properly on in like 5 minutes.
We're doing Skylanders and Pokemon.
Nice. Okay.
Goodbye.
What I was saying, sorry, was Rockruff's Dusk form. The way you have to evolve it is when it has the ability own tempo.
Dawn form.
And that's the only way to.
Dawn, not dusk.
Is it? Is it not Dusk?
And it's Lycanroc Dawn, not Rockruff Dawn. It's an evolution. Oh no,
No,
maybe.
it's like
Is it-
Rock Dusk is its orange mode.
Oh,
the, like,
okay. Yeah.
the special one. To evolve it into that, it has to have the ability own tempo. I'm saying that a bit like how you're saying about having a pre-evolution. I'm saying that maybe the
Its
equivalent
ability
of that would
determines
evolve.
its evolution.
Yeah,
Okay.
but then unlike Darmanitan, that only its hidden ability has Zen mode. Every version of Eyeball will have the same ability. That's what I was trying to say. But I said it horrendously.
Okay, Fiesta. Lyoko's suggesting Fire Ghost, but I don't know about that one.
Ghost Fairy?
Definitely.
I like Ghost Fairy. Because Fiesta sound like fun and stuff, so I feel Fairy could fit.
Fiesta sounds like
whimsy of it.
fun. I like that.
Not like the
yeah.
word one, but a Fiesta is supposed to be like an event or a party.
It's a
isn't it?
party, yeah. He's
Yeah.
a music-based Skylander, which can really be anything.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
What the fuck is this song?
I was about to ask.
Supercharged with Love 80s rock ballad mix.
That sounds like an innuendo, if I've ever heard of it.
It does. Anyway. Yeah. Or dark.
I think Fairy.
Most music Pokemon have different types. Most are normal types.
Fairy. I think still.
Yeah.
This is such an odd song to have, I'm gonna be honest.
Anyway, what type is Bowser?
Fire Dragon.
That.
Why? Up. There you go. You missed a couple times.
High Volt. Steel
Electric Steel, just looking at them, yeah. I hear Volt in the name and think electric first.
This is a dark
I
type.
don't. Never seen this one.
Time
Time to get Google out.
Electric water, maybe? Her vehicle's a submarine, and her outfit looks kinda like a ship captain-ish.
They almost look like. Oh. Yeah, Water Dark, or Dark Water, sorry. Looks nice.
And also like her hair being tentacles looks kinda like a mollusk. Which aren't always water type, but
I've never seen that Skylander, by the way. Another one on the list.
yeah, that's one that I never saw when I was young. I only saw it when I got back into Skylanders.
They look so cool, just saying, but I really
love
like
her.
them upon.
Also, one of the reasons you probably didn't see her when you were younger is because there was a bug with her figure and they all got recalled.
Oh,
Yeah.
every single. Are they out now, or like.
Yeah, no, they re-released them and stuff, but
What was the bug?
I don't know, I think it didn't work. I think was the bug. It just didn't work.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Lyoko says Dark Water
Looks-
as well. Smash Hit.
Rock?
Pure Fighting.
Oh. Yeah, I can see
I
that.
like fighting. Oh, congrats on being
Fighting.
third. And congrats on being second, Minty. How did I not see that? I'm so sorry, babe. Yeah, rock or steel? We can go rock. Let's go with rock. Spitfire.
Fire. Oh, back
I
to
think
the
also
end.
rock. He just kind of looks rocky. He's not really a rock. Fire ground? I think that works better than fire rock. I think that's a fun type. What do you think?
Ground or rock, I think. Looking at the picture almost makes you think poison, but I know that doesn't make sense.
Splat's definitely a poison type. Maybe poison normal? Are trans icons Splat?
Are they trans, or is it just the colours?
No, it's because she's a goat, but she has very big horns, so...
Ah, that's cool.
Poison Fairy? I'm cool with Poison Fairy.
Like Sylveon. As a fairy type.
Yeah. That's not...
Okay.
I'm going with like the Pokemon logic of pain equals poison, you know, like Grafaiai. Stormblade, Flying Steel?
Yeah. We're truly entering the section that I just don't know much about. I'm gonna be honest.
Bug! Fire, do you think? 'Cause
Yeah.
He got
Bombs,
the bombs.
Yeah.
I love this Skylander, by the way. Or bug fighting.
Now, if they've got bombs, I say Feist.
Hmm.
Do they have a vehicle, by the way, or?
Yes, they have a helicopter. I love... Okay, so Thrillipede is the most expensive supercharger. However, you can get his Easter variant a lot cheaper.
Is that what you've got? Or...
Yeah, I have his Easter variant, and I really like... He's just such a fun... He has a cocoon ability where he just becomes... He makes a cocoon and becomes invisible, and then he flies in the air, and it gives him a speed boost on his bomb attack.
That's cool.
So, maybe give him a hidden ability as Levitate.
Yeah. Or a move like fly, just like have moves like fly.
Yeah. I'm still
I'll go
debating
back.
on making him fighting instead.
I feel like bombs though. Anything that's got a bomb is normally in my head just immediately fire.
Yeah, I think you can... I don't think everything needs to be fire. I think the ones that are like bombs,
Oh,
sure.
yes.
But
Right.
like he's a bug. He has grenades, but he isn't super focused around the bombs, you know.
I guess.
Donkey Kong.
What, is he got a type in the Mario one? Or is he just a character? I don't know.
He's just a character.
haven't
He
gotten that far.
specializes in grass and ground Pokemon.
Grass, ground, grass fighting, grass. Something like that.
Fighting. Pure fighting, Lyoko's suggesting.
I feel grass.
I can see why you say that, but I don't think he really has anything that screams grass. Maybe ground. In the new game, he like tunnels underground and shit, so maybe give him ground for that.
Are there any fighting ground types? Is that completely? Is that also just a new type? What was the other one earlier that we got that's completely new?
Fucking Donphan. Past Paradox Donphan. Great Tusk. And Terrakion.
Oh, they're kind of not fun though, to me.
Outside of Skylanders, he mostly fights with fists and rocks. Yeah, I just think because in the newest Donkey Kong game, the one that comes out in August, he does a lot of tunneling and, like, digging. I feel like ground.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotta be flying fighting for this guy.
Yeah. So now we're at Imaginators, the last section.
Yeah.
Right.
The problem with Imaginators is that a lot of them give fighting.
Because they're senseis.
Yeah, like even more so than the other Skylanders. A lot of these guys really give fighting. Bug? Ambush isn't a bug. Bug Steel, maybe we could get away with.
Just grass.
I mean, I meant Grass Steel, not Bug Steel. We could do Pure Grass.
I could see pure grass.
Looks like
we
Bug
done
Wings on
Grass
his
Steel?
back. No, that's his sword, Lyoko. Not those aren't wings. That's his sword. We
You could
have
do
not
Grass
done
Steel.
Grass Steel yet. We could have an
Okay.
offensive Ferrothorn. Is interesting.
Or katana, I was gonna say.
Or yeah, or Katana. Aurora.
Are they light element?
Yes, she is light. She is Master Eon's niece. Electric
I reckon he would be
Fang.
psychic. But I don't
She.
know about her. No, no, Eon. A second
Oh, Eon.
element, sorry.
Oh. Fairy Electric. I'm kind of down for Fairy Electric. I think that makes
Yeah.
sense as a mixture. Like, if you put the Fairy and Electric together, you get the light
Oh.
type, you know?
I reckon Eon would be would either be every type, like Arceus style, normal type with plates, or he would be fairy psychic.
I like
And the
Fairy
evil
Psychic
version
for
would-
Eon.
And I reckon the evil version would be dark psychic.
Yeah.
I know we're not doing him,
Barbella.
but it's just because my brain worked backwards when you said that she's related.
I'm pretty sure the evil version is called Evilon.
Isn't there a good
Um,
chaos in that as well?
uh,
She
mm,
really does give fighting type more than some of the others as well.
Yeah, so let's give Fighting Rock, do you think?
Yeah.
Boom Bloom. Not
Grass. How
The
you
grass.
the grass? That is not it.
Okay, anything else for Boom Bloom?
Just grass, maybe.
I think Barbella definitely needs to be rock or ground, because her skin is made of rock, and her weapon is like a rock barbell. So I think rock fighting for Barbella. But Boom Bloom, we could do pure grass, I'm cool with that. Ooh, I have an idea. Psychic normal for Buckshot.
I need to double check. Again, we're hitting the wall of I'm not as confident on them. Psychic normal looks right, if that's what you just said, sorry.
Because I'm thinking like Giraffe Rig. Kinda. He's an animal,
Yeah.
but he has some psychic powers.
Yeah.
Hi Fander, welcome to chat. I don't think Boom Bloom really gets ground. She's a cabbage, yeah. Chain Reaction. Steel, undoubtedly. If you want
Yeah.
to talk about Skylanders with us, you can absolutely join call.
Skylander.
That was a
Skylanders!
Done the eyeball yet?
We did,
yes.
we did.
What'd you
We're
put in
nearly,
this?
we've actually nearly finished.
There's only 22 left.
Yeah. We've done 138.
Oh wow. What'd you put the eyeball as?
Ghost fighting.
Ghost fighting, and then has a form change to ghost flying.
Epic.
Chain
Sweet.
reaction. I have
Not
Eyeball right
Skylander
next to
I
me.
truly remember.
I have
I've
him
got
right next to me.
my eye on you. I think he could just be steel.
Lyoka's suggesting steel ground or steel electric. Maybe just steel, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of cool with that. Chopscotch, I think, could be ghost steel.
Tinker Tunk like the
Yeah, no, this
ghost.
is literally based on the exact same trope as Tinkerton. Chopscotch and Tinkerton are two sides of the same coin.
Any creature with big weapon.
Crash Bandicoot. I'm thinking normal.
Grass normal.
Yeah.
I was gonna say grass
Grass
normal
normal?
or fighting normal.
I think fighting normal.
Neocortex,
Because-
I'm giving Psychic Dark from. I don't know if he's next, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Because, like,
Um,
he's evil, so dark, but Psychic because he's smart.
I think definitely psychic. And yeah, I could get behind dark.
Something I don't know, sorry. You know how, like, certain Skylanders in the 6th game unlock but the bonus levels? Do you have to play as them during the bonus levels, or is it just
No.
once you've scanned them once, you get
Once
access?
if you scan them once, you unlock it. That's it.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So the 4 Skylanders that do that are Crash Bandicoot, Neocortex, Robo, and Wildstorm.
I don't think Does he unlock the same level?
Yeah,
Oh.
whichever one you put on first unlocks the level.
Right.
Ember is next.
Fire.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Sorry.
I can't fucking spell. Jesus Christ. Fire Steel?
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks cool.
What does she do? She is... I've got her right next to me. She has a double-bladed katana. So, and... Yeah, that's really it. I don't really even remember what her abilities are, to be honest. I haven't used her much since I got her after I finished Imaginators. Firefighting. Yeah,
Still just-
that's fair. Just because her armor.
Steel or fighting, but or even just fire.
Okay. How many? We've done 1, 2, 3 fighting types and 1, 2, 3 steel types. Well, that doesn't help at all, does it?
Maybe look at future ones. We can come back to her.
Well, let's leave her as that for now. Flarewolf is fire.
Just fire.
Yeah.
I reckon war, ice, steel. for
Ice Steel.
Kingpin.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I was gonna say. Ember Fire Steel and Flarewolf Firefighting. Flarewolf isn't really a fighting type. I think he can get away being pure mono fire.
Since we just put Kingpin as steel, we could put her as fighting.
Yeah. Okay.
That would be a way of doing it.
But I think Flarewolf can stay as mono fire. Because he's
Yeah.
really just about the bazooka. He just likes going boom. Mr. Cat's gotta be a psychic type.
Pure
Yeah.
psychic.
Yeah, honestly, I think pure psychic. Pit Boss, I think dark. Ground, maybe?
Yeah. I feel like there's a second dark round Imaginator though.
I don't think so.
Potentially. I was thinking Golden Queen.
Nah, she's gotta be ground steel.
I guess. Yeah, I'm fine with
Robo.
dark round then.
That's gonna be another steel type. Anything else? Fairy, maybe? I kind of like Steel Fairy for Robo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's based on Robin Hood, like fairy tales.
What
I don't
type
know.
are they?
What, Robo is tech
But-
type.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Or tech
I thought
element.
that, but I just googled images to double check, and I was like, the base looks light type because it's white.
Starcast. Dark Fairy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is another alien. So Starcast is the same species as Star Strike from Swamp Force.
I thought you were gonna say Slam Bam.
No,
Or do we make Star Strike then?
I think we made her
Wasn't
pure
it Psychic?
psychic. But I think that's fine. Like, just because they're the same species doesn't mean they do the same type.
Yeah.
Tide pool. Well, water. Okay, what do we know about Tide Pool? She's British. She's a spy. She has squid guns, coral helmet, rock.
Water's dark. Oh, I was gonna say either water or water dark, because what's it? Intellion's based off spies, aren't they?
Intellion's pure water. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe.
we could do pure water.
Ooh.
Tri-tip. I think he's
That is an interesting name.
That's like calling it a echidna, the quad tip.
Just ground. Haven't had one yet.
Fighting?
think.
Let's just do pure ground. Wildstorm, I think, is a fighting type.
Yeah.
Fighting, flying. They look really cool.
I love Wildstorm. He's a... Ooh, he also has a Berserk mode. But we could just give him, like, Anger Point as an ability, I think works well. Which is when you get hit by a critical attack, you do more damage.
Yeah.
Bad Juju. I'm thinking...
Psychic.
Psychic Electric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blastotron. I think Electric Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chompy Mage.
I feel fairy or psychic as a second type
I think
because they're a bit whimsy.
I think Psychic and Fairy are like the two magic types. I think Fairy suits him better than Psychic.
Yeah. Psychic grass then.
Or we could do Fairy, not Psychic.
But Chompies could. What would Chompies be? Because I feel like
Chompy are really just normal guys in Skylands. Like,
it could be normal fairy then.
he also has a form change though.
Yeah.
Which I think could be different. Should we look at his form change?
Yeah.
It's just a big Chompy, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's have a look at. Let's analyze him.
I feel
I
like
think-
that could be grass fairy.
Grass fairy or normal fairy, one of the two.
He does also have a fire type form.
What?
Nah, he can just learn fire type moves.
Alright. So what type did we decide on for the giant Chompy?
I
The
want to go
same.
grass
I think
fairy.
it doesn't change.
Really?
Oh.
I
I was
feel
just
he
gonna say
looks
it
more
doesn't-
green.
He looks
already
more
a lot
green.
green, though.
Therefore he's a...
He's really.
Thank you, Fanda.
You're welcome.
I feel like he's really a lot green, but
Well, it's kind of just like an outfit green.
I guess.
But green doesn't
I
equal
think-
grass, guys.
That's why I say normal, because Chompies are like the sheep, where they're the really basic enemy. It could just literally be a stat
wait.
boost.
I know what I'm thinking. So in Super Mario Mon, Yoshi is a normal type, but it evolves into Yube, which is a dragon type. I think
Ooh,
that
that'll
works.
Yeah,
I think that works well for Giant Chompy.
I
it's
guess.
huge.
Dr. Crankcase has got to be a poison type.
Poison. Poison psychic. Poison dark.
I think dark. I think I'm cool with dark. Yeah,
The next one's gonna be difficult.
yeah. This is a challenging one, guys. The Queen of Golden Sand. Oh, I wonder what types we're getting with the character associated with Golden Sand.
I reckon ice psychic.
Yeah. Okay, this one I think is probably the most difficult out of all of them. Grave Clobber.
I was gonna say ground ghost, like, Golurk.
Yeah,
that
but
makes
think,
sense.
except for the fact that he is a luchador who uses water-based moves.
He can know
Water
water
ghost?
moves.
Okay, so in Trap Team, he was a ground element Skylander, which I think makes sense. Some people argued he should be undead, but I think ground works well for what he is. In Imaginators, they switched him up a bit. They made him a water element Skylander, and they also based all his moves on like wrestling moves.
I think ground ghost and he learns water moves.
Yeah.
That's what I still think.
I really want to make him water
It was-
type.
No. Fander, we need to team up on Ellie here and boo
He's
her into
not.
agreeing with us.
I don't think he works as a ghost type. I think of all of the undead characters, this guy is not ghost.
Water ground?
Mm. Yeah. Water just doesn't feel like it fits.
What's
Well, that's just 'cause he looks like it.
what's Horlucha's signature move?
Flying press.
What if we
It's
gave
both
him
fighting
that
and
as a
fighting.
water fight? What if you gave him a special move that's water fighting type?
Yeah.
And then make him like ground
Ground.
water. So he represents
Nice.
both Trap Team and Imaginators there.
Yeah. The next one's
Yeah.
hard.
Um,
If you
again,
can
this is
spell,
the
that's
same.
what's hard
This is the
about it.
same logic as Grave Clover, almost. And like we've got his Trap Team type and then his Imaginators type.
Just dark.
I think Psychic.
Maybe, yeah. That works.
Yeah.
Fairy.
Yeah.
Because he's sweet.
Just fairy.
Fairy fighting? Or
No, just fairy.
Just fairy. Type 1 Crow. Do you want to go for the same logic as these two and just go like Dark Fire?
Sure. In that order. And I reckon just dark. Or dark normal, maybe.
I like that.
Is that the end?
I like that, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We did
Whoa.
it. We finished. And Magic died right at the end.
Rip.
My microphone disconnected.
Ah.
The cable's like not been friendly recently. It's like you breathe on it and it just unplugs itself.
So that was cool.
Yeah. Accidentally clicks delete. No, there's an undo button nowadays. Oh, I
Alright.
said it.
Nowadays. Back in my day, there was no undo
Back in-
button.
Back in my day when Lego Batman 1 was the newest game,